Hey everybody, happy Sunday night, and thank you so much for popping in here or watching the recording. Tammy had something come up this evening and she had asked for volunteers, and so I waited a little while to see if anybody had volunteered, and I sent her a message. I said I can, and then I think right when I sent her one, I think Olivia had sent her one almost as well. And so I'm glad to see y'all on here. Laura, it's good to see your face. I can't wait to see your face in person. Miss getting to see you. So, okay, so tonight we're going to get our week planned. And if we take a look ahead at this whole week, I was just telling Lisa, between now and when we leave for Texas on the 16th, I have 2 nights I get to be home. 2. So you talk about making the most of your time. This is the moment and the weeks that we've got to make the most of our time. So you've probably said your I ams and your gratitudes. Those are the things that I typically start with on my Wednesday night power planning, because that's like, you know, our daily activity. This is planning for our whole week. So I'm not going to have us do all of our I ams and things like that, but there was one that I saw today and I'm like, oh my word, I wanted to share that with y'all. Well, no telling where it went. Never mind that. It was a really good one. I don't remember. Anyway, okay, I thought I was going to share that one with y'all. But we had an auto ship last night, so this gives us a chance to check our rate of run. So let's go log into the cloud. By the way, if anybody knows where I can get a hockey jersey from a reputable site that says it's the Griswold jersey from the back, if anybody knows where I can get one from a reputable site, let me know. Send that to me, because I'm afraid some of the sites I'm finding, it's going to come back and fit a small dog. All right, get logged in. I had popcorn today. Let's check and see. Oh, hey, my volume has gone up even since I checked it earlier today. So we had an auto ship take that number. Divide it by 5, since today's the 5th of the month. You're going to come up with a smaller number. Take that number and multiply it by 31, since we have 31 days this month. Oh, I think I did something wrong. And that will tell you what your rate of run is right now, where you and your team are projected to be at the end of the month. And I always love rate of run on the very first time that we do it, because it looks so good. But the way that we keep that momentum going is we don't stop. A lot of y'all know that I have just been kind of chugging along here the last couple of months, but December is a new month. December is going to be a month to remember. How are you going to make it a month to remember with your business? We're all going to be making it a month to remember, you know, like with our families and so forth. But what are you going to do that's really going to push yourself out of the box, beyond the box, that's going to make this December a month to remember? All right, so make sure that you've got your birthdays written down. You know, this may be where you want to do something special for your birthday people. I kind of pick and choose now about who I offer a birthday sample to and things like that. But since it's December, you may want to offer something special to them, like, hey, let me send you a couple of packages of a great drink beverage that I like, something like that. And then that way you're not giving away the whole entire farm, so to speak. But even if it's somebody that you can get in with just Blast or one of the activates and things like that, that's at least a way that you can get some of the product into someone's hands. We do have an auto ship coming up on the 10th. So let's take a look while we're in our cloud and see who is going to be getting an auto ship on the 10th. Oh, I just saw a new account. Okay. Okay, all right, I've got that one written down. And then one of the things I did over the last couple of days, as I was notifying people about their auto ship on the 5th and so forth, I just simply stated Merry Christmas. Here, I'll tell you exactly what I said. I just went in and most of these people were girls. I said, hey, sister, Merry Christmas with some little Christmas emojis. I just moved credits over to your account to cover shipping for you this month. And told them, your order's processing, if we hadn't already talked about it, that kind of a thing. But I just basically said, hey, sister, Merry Christmas. I've given you some credits. Depending on what their order was for their auto ship, because I could take a look at that, I gave them anywhere from $10 to $20 in credits, which was a lot, but I had a lot to give. I still have a ton left in my account, and so I was able to do that. So that's what I'm going to be doing for my people for the 10th, the 15th, the 20th, and the 25th. Merry Christmas. I just moved some credits over to your account. And so that's something a little bit extra special than just mailing them a lifestyle mix or something like that. But we are going to talk about mail outs and things like that. So if you want me to say that again, I sure can. Hey, sister, Merry Christmas. I just moved credits over to your account to cover shipping for you for your Thrive. And then made other conversation happen. And every single person wrote back like immediately, oh my gosh, thank you so much. They're like, that was too cool, things like that. So they immediately answered back on something like that. And if you've got extra credits, you could give even $10, $8 to $10, ouch, to cover their shipping for them. Okay, now I don't know who all is doing the 12 days of Christmas. Lisa and I were just chatting. I did the 12 days of Christmas last year. And yes, I gave out a lot of product. I didn't, and so everybody sees things come back in different ways and so forth. But I'm not necessarily per se doing the 12 days of Christmas. If you are, then you've got that all game planned out. I've got some other things that I'm doing. And some of it has to do with a month sample, or excuse me, a month supply, samples of the 1, 2, 3 steps and things like that. We are getting closer to the end of the month. This is where people have just consumed a ton of Thanksgiving food. They are in the middle of consuming all these snacks at all these parties. Tell me about it. Then you've got Christmas food. People are traveling. Okay, I'm going to be using Treat Meal right now as one of my go-tos. I'm going to be using Balance as one of my go-tos when it comes to people who may not necessarily thrive with me yet. Okay, so this is kind of where I'm segueing and not necessarily doing the 12 days of Christmas, but getting product out there and showing product XYZ. Last night I did a double whammy. I did a Treat Meal and a Balance before I went to bed. Now, for those of y'all who know, I can't even do 2 Balance most nights. I did both of those, and all of a sudden I was like, aha, Treat Meal. People are eating crap right now. They feel like crap because they're eating so much junk. This is where we have untapped volume in our cloud right now, if you think about it. I don't know how long everybody's been in, but some of us have been in long enough, or if you're brand new and you're watching it, you've got a ton of friends. What does everybody start on January the 1st? Their New Year's resolutions. Ask me about it, because the Y is packed. I'm sending out emails to every single free account and every single promoter account in my cloud. Is it going to take me a little while? Yeah, but if I do it in batches, it's going to be doable. And I'm going to talk about, hey, did you see that, or that they've got the Ultimate Thriver Challenge that they are starting on January the 21st? I know that you may have never thrived. Let's get you signed up for the registration, XYZ. And then, we know that there's some stipulations and so forth, but are you interested in doing the Ultimate Thriver Challenge? That kind of a thing. But I'm also going to piggyback it with Detox, because my detox was a hybrid detox. It was not the best time for me to start the detox. I'm starting the detox on January 1st. Hey, I don't know about you, but I have been eating so much junk over the holidays since like October. I'm going to be doing the detox January the 1st. Do you want to do one with me? If so, let me send you the details. Or do you want the details? Something like that. That way, they're going to have to respond back to me with, yeah, whatever, I want the details. So that may not be volume that's going to grow for me right this second, but it's going to catapult me into 2022. So the fact that we can piggyback detox, the 10-day detox, along with the Ultimate Thriver Challenge, awesome. And then one of the things I'm going to state is that, one of the reasons I feel so great is because of the 3 steps that I take. But I'm doing this detox to get rid of all this holiday junk and moving forward. You would love the 3 steps, that kind of a thing. So you know your people, you know how to word it the way that it's going to sound like you, but that's how I'm going to piggyback that. That's something I'm starting tomorrow. Okay. We also talked about, offering little samples. Oh gosh, Arden just sent me a text. Hang on. If she tries to call me, I'll have to do that a little bit later. Anyway, in your cloud, you also have, let's look back in there really quick. I want you to go to last auto ship. Not next auto ship, but last auto ship. Double click it so that you can see when people had their last auto ship. Okay. And if it's been in the last less than 3 or 4 months, you're going to send them some kind of a Christmas card. You can, if you don't have their address, that's when you can send them a message and say, hey, I have something I want to drop in the mail to you. What is your address? And you're going to send them a Christmas card. You can also throw in a drink mix, blast, activate. You can throw in, if you know that they are coffee drinkers, I ordered, oh, I've never had this before in my life. I don't do coffee, but I ordered cafe. This is going to be simple and easy to mail. This is probably a 75-cent stamp and then some, because Blast is a 75-cent stamp. I also ordered peppermint, and I have the salted caramel. So I'm going to utilize these for people who have been who thrived before, but for some reason or another, maybe it's money, I don't know. I'm going to send them a little something, let them know, hey, I'm thinking about you, and I wanted to drop a fun little goodie to you. I know, you may not have been thriving for the last few months, whatever. I don't know how you want to word that, but it just puts you back in the forefront of their mind. And if you're like me, I've bought Christmas cards that I've never filled out. So I have a ton of Christmas cards. I don't even have to go out and buy any.
Your mom said, just sending you what's happening for the 19th at 1.
Okay. All right. Okay. Treat meal, the holiday. Oh, we are still in the final month for the Port of Punta Cana trip. Now, we don't know for sure if they're going to be offering the double, triple, packages. I don't know. They did the first 2 months, but I don't know if they're going to be doing it this month. But be prepared in case they are. If that's a trip that you're trying to earn, be prepped. Do you have, are you ready to maybe offer someone back? Let's say it's the $200 pack and they order the capsules and the mixes, and do you have 2 packages of regular DFT? You don't even have to wait for the double, triple promo to come out. That's something that you can offer on your own. You don't even, if you're waiting and you want to get that trip earned right away, you can even take the $400 promo, or excuse me, promoter pack, and you can offer, let's say you offer shipping and sales tax back or something like that, depending on where these people live, and you can offer the 3rd DFT. Okay. So those are some things that you can think about. If there's a timeline in which you want to have that trip earned and it's starting to kind of push it a little bit, offer out that promo on your own. Definitely mail it, send it off to people that, hey, I've been thinking about you. I know that money has been tight or whatever. Here's a way that we can get you thriving again with, $100 worth of free product, XYZ. That's the $200 pack with $100 of free DFTs. I have 6 packages of free DFTs back here. So I've been ready for that. Now, don't ask me if I'm going to Punta Cana yet. I can't tell you for sure. Not sure if mama's going, but I want to earn the dang trip. If you are noticing that when you share a Lavelle story, which for the most of us, when we share a Lavelle story, it's crickets. But if you do it followed on the heels of a post where you've had a lot of interaction, then your Thrive post is going to get seen more. So what is something that you can throw out that is a true and real interactive post? Okay. My recipes lately, I don't get the views that I used to. That's okay. I'm going to switch gears maybe a little bit. I don't know, but I still get people who ask me to do a recipe. Well, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm having a party at my house this Thursday night. The top part of my tree has gone dark. I was going to leave it and not even worry about putting lights back up on it. So I asked Arden, I said, should I leave that so it's a conversation starter, or should I go ahead and put lights on it? She goes, Mom, you need to put lights on it. Well, guess what? I'm going to make this a video and I'm going to ask people's opinions. Okay, y'all, I got a party. Should I really go ahead and put lights up here, or should I just leave it and let it be conversation piece? You know, people are going to want to weigh in on that, because the people that are OCD, they're going to want to comment about my Christmas tree. Okay. Followed on the heels of whatever I get on that one, then I will follow it up with a Lavelle post. So anytime you've got a Lavelle post you want to post, you don't always have to do something that's interactive, but if you see that you've made a post, like I did the carriage parade, if you've got a bunch of people who are commenting about it, liking your pictures, oh my gosh, this is really cool, whatever, you've got 100 and some odd people, folks, it's time to put in a Thrive post. It's time to put in a Thrive story. It is time to put in something about what's getting you through these holidays. White pinko on label, you know, through the craziness of the holidays, that kind of a thing. And then I don't know what book everybody is listening to or reading, but Lisa had been talking about the High Five Habit. I actually downloaded that on Audible because I had a bunch of credits available. I have started listening to that. Y'all, when Mel Robbins, she will call you on the carpet. If you are not cheering for yourself, she will call you on the carpet, but it's a good call. And it helps me to realize, you know what? I don't cheer for myself. There are a lot of things that I will do that I will hide in the woodwork. Yes, I'm a loudmouth, but God, I will hide behind, I'm in the woodwork, so to speak, when it comes to things like that. So if you are looking for a book for this month, High Five Habit, it is a good one. Lisa's actually reading it. I'm listening to it. I was trying to think, you can always, if you want to do the 12 days of Christmas, if technically the 12 days of Christmas does not start until December the 25th, and it goes through January the 6th. So you don't necessarily have to start your 12 days of Christmas on December the 1st. So if there's something that you want to do to make it the gift that keeps on giving, Clark, start on the 25th, and then you can go till January the 6th. Okay, so there's a lot of different things that you can do this month. You've got people that are posting pictures and all kinds of stuff galore. Oh, I didn't go to chat group. Hang on. Okay. Dawn, girlfriend, it's okay. That is totally okay, sister. You are busting butt and taking names, and you've got 10 PPA right now, sister. We are all like, you know, and I'm so proud of you. So don't discount yourself on that, girl. Unmute if anybody else has an idea that they are working on, and maybe it's not necessarily the 12 days of Christmas, or something that you're doing for this month that maybe you haven't done in the last couple of months that you're like, oh, here's a cool idea, that kind of thing. So if you want to unmute and tell that one, next, I'm going to also throw this out to you really quick. The 15th is a week from this Wednesday. That's another auto ship day. And if you wait until Sunday, when we're doing power planning together, and if you wait till Sunday to write those names down, you're going to be pushing it. So go ahead and double check who you got for the 15th. The majority of my auto ships are on the 5th right now at one point, and it switches throughout the month. So, but stay on top of those. This is not the month that anybody wants a surprise auto ship to go through. You will be eating crow and you will be buying it back. It's happened to me. It's happened to all of us. It happens to the best of us, but you don't want to be buying it back. Dig, 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 dig in those reports. I was talking with another promoter the other night, and she and I were both talking about how you've got untapped resources in your cloud. Use your emails, use the bulk email, whatever it takes to get the info out there about the Ultimate Thriver thing. This is going to be stuff that will carry you through to January and carry you into January. This is the time when people get Christmas cash. We want to help them spend it. How are you going to help them spend it? You going to go shopping with them, or are they going to go shopping with you? Let's let it be an add to cart day with us, that kind of a thing. But does anybody have anything?
Hey, this is Dawn. I'm going to unmute. I'm sitting in my bedroom because family's watching TV. So something that Shantae and I are starting to do is Tammy's local is so far away from us. So we are starting to get other leaders involved, other teammates involved in planning a different local every month at different locations in our area. So
Good.
today we did our first local at Baker's, which is a local pizza place. And then, Sheila, who's one of Shantae's number one or, level ones. She actually did most of the work for this one, did a fantastic job and was just a really good leader, had an agenda, did a great job. Michelle is also one of Shantae's level ones. She's going to do the one in January. And then I think I'm going to do the February one. We haven't really picked months for sure yet, but we're trying to let other people jump in and start being leaders and host their own, and then us just be all supportive and, help out with giveaways and stuff. So I did an idea today while we were at that local. I took 3 one-day sample packs. And I asked anybody who was not thriving to hold up their hand. And we just so happened to have 2 non-thrivers. My son was the third one that held his hand up. He's the dork. And then I had a 3-day sample pack. And I believe I heard it on another Zoom where everybody hold your hand up if you're already thriving, and then put your hand down if you're thriving for free. And then I pulled up the wheel of names on my phone, and everybody who was not thriving for free, I put in the wheel of names, and I gave that person a 3-day sample pack and told them to give it to a friend to have their friends start thriving with them. So that was fun. And then I personally am going to start holding once a month, promoter only work with me sessions that are in person, because I have a lot of promoters who don't do well with the Zooms. Like some of them don't even know how to download Zoom on their phone. So I want to get with them and actually do work with me like power hours once or twice a month. And my grandparents have a church with a fellowship hall, so we have a nice place we can use for free anytime, as long as there's nothing going on already. So I'm actually going to start meeting with them and going over, like actually downloading Zoom onto their phones and inviting them to a meeting and having them log into my meeting that I sent to them so that they can actually understand it and see it and do it. And once they do it, maybe they'll understand it better. And then I know Shantae's considered doing something very similar, and we might rotate and maybe have 2 promoter only work with me things where we're gonna, invite anybody that can come and actually work with them and show them the things. Because when people are so new, not everybody jumps in and just runs like fire and ignorance on fire and just figures it all out and is very electronic savvy. So we're hoping that doing these get-togethers and in-person trainings are going to help people that are not necessarily like technically inclined.
No, that's awesome. And those are all things that are going to like keep building the business, building it for for those folks, because what we're all about is not only helping thrivers or people thrive, but also helping our team succeed and so forth. And so, yes, I love that. And you're right. I mean, I know that we are far away and that gets to be kind of hard and so forth, but love what y'all are doing in that aspect. And I love your idea of the 1-day pack and then the 3-day sample pack, and they have to give it to someone in order to help them start thriving. And then they can do the whole thriving for free, because once people are thriving for free, they're hooked.
Right. And that's what's gotten my PPA so high, you guys. So I was really wanting to earn this trip. I missed my 12K last month and the month before. So I have every single qualification except for my 12K again. That's how I was for Vegas. I'm a very
Okay.
fluctuating 12K. So I only had my 12K one of the 3 months for Vegas. And then Shantae asked me to be her +1. I got 4K on Steve's account during rank advancement.
Okay, well, awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
And that's okay. No, and the thriving for free is how I've gotten my PPA so high. So like I was trying so hard to earn this trip, that what I did was I went through not only like all of my customers, my direct customers and my direct promoters, but I also went through all of their customers and made sure I was friend requested with them. And then I, made special offers. I ran a promo for the last week of November that any customer or promoter who put a post about what Thrive's doing for them, tag me in the post, put me in a group chat, and then got a new customer out of the deal of 150 or more. I gave away a full month of Thrive.
Okay.
Anybody that they referred. So I made it a 3-step thing to give away that full month of Thrive. And honestly, I had 2 people that got a new customer out of it. But that thriving for free thing is what I've been really focusing on. And that's how my PPA is so high. I've been getting a hold of my customers that are loving their Thrive. And I'm asking them to put me in group chats with some of their friends that they think would like Thrive. And I'm giving samples to their friends.
Okay,
I
awesome.
love that
Thank you.
idea, Dawn. That's a really good way to connect with your customers' friends. That's a great idea.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, that is
Cute.
great.
Another thing you can do for the 3-day samples is go to the Dollar Tree and get some cute holiday bags and put them in your post. That everybody likes cute Christmas stuff.
Yes, absolutely. And that's why I'm doing the little Christmas bags. I'm doing the Christmas cards. And if doing your thank you note, Christmas cards, whatever you want to say it, this is what I try to do. I'm not always the greatest and the most successful, but put in your little blurb that you're going to put on everybody's. Then you've got a spot at the top where you're going to put dear so-and-so or whatever. And then you put something, leave a spot where you can do something personal, is the first sentence or whatever, and even as the last sentence. That's how we do things as teachers and educators. You start with a positive, and then you share something else, and then say something that's personal to them, your message that everybody else is getting, and then something else is personal to them. That's how you can do your Christmas cards, your thank you cards. And that way it's going to make it a little bit easier, and you're not sitting there wasting so much time. I don't want to say wasting, that sounds terrible, but you're not going to be spending so much time trying to think of what all you're going to say. You're going to have kind of your cut and dried message, something personal before it, something personal after, and then put in whatever little freebie you're going to put in there. And that way it's going to be like $2, $2 a package, but y'all, that all counts as write-offs. And here we are at the end of the month. This is, the end of the year. This is our last month for write-offs. Let's get some things written off, because you don't want to end the month with a bunch of product left in your office. Oh, okay. Olivia, did you have something you wanted to say? Okay, I thought you did. All righty. Well, it is 7:30, y'all. I have kept y'all on here for 30 minutes. If there's an idea that y'all come up with later on, feel free to pop it in the comment section after I get this loaded. And there's a lot that we can still do with the rest of this month. If you did not start the 12 days of Christmas and that was not your forte, don't feel like you've missed the boat in any way, shape, or form. We got a lot to work with this month. End of the month, as we get towards the end of the month, people are ready to start making those healthy changes again. And those new resolutions, everything. So anyway, I hope that everybody has a great rest of your night, and I will see y'all hopefully in a few days. Bye, everybody. Thanks. Thank y'all.